All right. Welcome back. The third video. Yeah, third video. I was making sure we didn't skip one.
Part three.
Part three of the game of the year. Now we're in the real years, the 2011 to 2015, where I retired for a little while, or right before. And so we got here the two guests that you love the most. It's Whitey wearing the same shirt as last video, and Robert and go to definitely.
My name is Rebecca Lina Ignacio Fernando Martinez Penis.
Okay, there. I like I was just straight Spanish though, penis. But yes, we're back for the third time.
We're back.
And we're gonna get into the best years. I think these are some of the real great jobs. I'm gonna fucking kill these dogs. Gonna lose it.
Whitey, he's alive.
I can't with them. Okay, let's get to it. Okay, so sorry all headphone users right there.
Apologies.
But we're going to get into it because I don't want to waste too much time. But right before we do, I just want to mention that we are going to do some cool videos in the future, including a Monster Hunter World plus Iceborne review coming up soon. So check it out. And eventually that reunion, I promise. Okay.
And we have a few other ideas as well that we've been discussing. But
yes, and it's nerdy shit. So a lot of video game stuff, but some other nerdy stuff. Okay, so we did 2010, so go check out the last video. We're heading to 2011. We have not looked at these, so it's still a surprise for us. And let's get into it. All right. So,
wow, Arkham City higher than Skyrim.
Wait. When did? Oh yeah, that's right. Arkham City came out, and then Arkham, what the hell? Knight was the new generation.
Yeah. That's fucking wild. Arkham City was rated 96. I had no idea. It was a fantastic game.
Yeah, I like City. I actually like City more than Asylum, which is some people like Asylum more. City I like more, though. It is the start of what I call where Batman kind of hit its roof. Is like they did all this extra stuff, and then they kind of just there was nowhere, just too much shit in that game.
Yeah.
I got bored of it. Anyway.
It was very big, and then Arkham Knight was like we're gonna get to it in 2015. It was just fucking. It was too big for me.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it was 2015. Yeah, we'll see Arkham Knight.
So yeah, wow, yeah, Batman as well. It's not higher; it's as high as Skyrim, which
it is number one, so it might have gotten a couple of better reviews.
I'm really surprised about that because I mean I like City, but I think Skyrim made a bigger impact in the RPG, especially Western.
Yeah. I would agree. Yeah, I think you were into Skyrim more than I was, but I think Skyrim did a lot of great things for the Western RPG genre.
Yeah,
I tried Skyrim probably, I want to say 3 or 4 times, and I put a lot of hours into it. But again, it didn't hit me the same way as Oblivion. I thought it was really fucking cool with all the dragon powers and just fighting dragons in general. But like most Bethesda games, it definitely suffers from glitches and just overall some poor animations and whatnot. But I think Skyrim, all in all, was a fantastic game.
Yeah, and it never ends. But I'm not really going to talk much about Portal because I never.
Yeah, Portal 2 was fine. I loved Portal 1, but yeah, by the time Portal 2 came around, I was like, yeah, this is cool, but.
Is this?
I'm not gonna add it.
Taking 3 spots. Like, come on, just put it all together. Well, there's Skyrim.
Well, Skyrim's on PC. I would be surprised when we see it on PS3.
Look at this shit. The
top
7 of the same games.
Oh, there we go. Okay, I did play that Ocarina of Time 3D whenever my cousin gave me a 3DS, probably 5 years ago or so.
Yeah,
it's fine, but again, I'm not the biggest Zelda fan.
Well,
this is when Mass Effect 2 came out on the.
On PS3, which is really weird. If nobody knows, there was no Mass Effect 1 on PS3, so that was always weird. But yeah, that's when it came out on PS3.
I wonder if this was because again, like I mentioned in our last video in regards to like Metal Gear Solid 4 and the development on PS3, I wonder if this was because it was harder for them to develop it on PS3 or if it was a timed exclusive for Microsoft.
It was time exclusive.
It was? Okay.
Yeah, originally it wasn't supposed to come out at all, but EA bought out BioWare, and they said, no, we're putting this shit on everything. And that's good old EA.
I'm seeing right now the number 2 selling game of all time at number 10.
Never really played it. I give credit for what it did for people who don't game. I think it's a great thing, but never my cup of tea. Skyward Sword, I really enjoyed. I liked Oh shit.
I wanted to, if I could just discuss Minecraft a little bit, just a minute or two. I think Minecraft has done some excellent things for the gaming community. I think that the videos that I have seen in the past 10 years in regards to Minecraft, people have done like some extraordinary things. And I think when it comes to just creating a world inside of a game, I think there's probably no better game that's come out that can do that. So I think Minecraft has done some excellent things for the community. And, I think it has a relatively good fan base. It's not toxic or anything.
Yeah.
And not just that, I think for kids as well. For me, as long as I've been a gamer, I've never been the person that likes to create levels and worlds and all the shit. Obviously, you and I messed around in Forge in Halo 3, and that was fun. But I was never into Little Big Planet. I was never into Minecraft. But I think what people do in regards to games like Minecraft and Little Big Planet are some really truly amazing things. So I do give it credit for that.
Yeah, I agree. Just never for me, but I understand why it gets the love it does. Skyward Sword, I really enjoyed. I know a lot of people don't like this one, but
I never played it, but yeah, I've heard mixed things.
I thought it was good. I think after the very depressing Twilight Princess, this was more of an uplifting.
Very dark. Twilight Princess is very dark.
So fucking dark.
In design and story.
Yeah, and this was much more fun. Uncharted 3. It's weird. Like I think I gave it a 10 out of 10. I probably wouldn't if I replayed it because I think it had suffered some issues, but
yeah,
I still remember the two greatest moments, like going on top of, I think it was a roof and trying to jump off while it's on fire. I'm pretty sure that's 3. And then of course the plane scene.
The cargo plane. Oh,
I mean, phenomenal.
So fucking great, man. And I think 3 is whenever they showed Drake as a kid, like they showed him Sully and all of that. Yeah.
So for that alone, I love Uncharted. So I did put it on my maybe. Ico and Colossus. I love Rayman Origins. This was really a surprise hit for me. But I don't know.
I played it, but I don't remember. Oh, there you go. LBP2.
Fuck, Little Big Planet.
What's in Motorsport 4? Yeah.
Gears of War. Gears 3. Now Gears 3 is where I kind of turned my tune, and I actually really liked Gears 3. I like Gears 2, but Gears 3 I really enjoyed. I think I beat that with you.
Great game.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think we beat 2 and 3 together. Yeah.
I think we might beat all on it. Maybe
I think we might have played. No, I don't think we played one together. Actually,
we should play that remake one or remaster, whatever. We never played that.
But that is. I think that's on Game Pass.
Yeah, but I don't know. 3 was really good, and I loved the deaths in it, but it didn't leave a major impression for me.
I think the good thing about Gears 3 is that it had a lot of color. 2, they really showcased that. Like, it definitely was nowhere near as dark as 1 was in terms of design. But Gears 3, I feel like, really exemplified that. And it really kind of bloomed. And they showed a lot of really great things with, with the Unreal Engine at that time. So it was really well done.
I agree.
2K12, disappointing.
Really?
I thought it was good. I definitely thought it was good, but I was definitely disappointed from how much time I put into 2K11, and then I was so excited, of course, for 2K12 being, the follow-up to me getting back into 2K and just, the next year that I was into basketball. Disappointing, yes, but it was good. I'm not going to add it to my list. It's not one of my favorite 2Ks, but it was good.
You should have played with the motion pass of the PlayStation.
I know, right? I should have played with the PlayStation Move. Absolutely.
The fuck, play sports game anyway. With the motion thing. Okay. So this is.
Oh yeah, there we go.
This is one.
Fantastic.
Dead Space 2. I mean, again, another game kind of like Mass Effect 2 and Uncharted 2, where the first is great and then the second is mind blowing. Everything is better. Everything is better. Dead Space 2 might have lost some of its horror, but it gained so much better action, so much better gameplay,
and that's why I played it.
Much better bosses, and the ending. I mean, I will always remember the ending when you think you're about to die and you just start flying up the fucking tower and you're playing it. It's not the cutscene.
Yeah.
And I
was incredible. Yeah.
Blown away by this game. So it deserves a 90. I'm glad it's in the 90s.
Absolutely. It's fantastic, and like we discussed our last video, I'm really excited for that remake. I can't wait to see what they do.
Me too. It looks really good. Yeah.
Oh yeah, baby.
Yeah.
That's one of my favorite RPGs of all time.
Yep. It's this is gonna be a hard year. I got a lot to share.
I got 6 already, and we're 26. This is like 2007 all over again.
Yep. Yeah. Okay, so here's some I'll pass on. I don't count HD collections because they're just
on PS3.
NBA. Dark Souls. Interesting. You know what? Dark Souls, I'm still a bigger Demon Souls fan. Right? Demon Souls?
Yeah, it's hard for me to say. I think I put more time into Demon Souls.
Yeah, me too.
I did play Dark Souls when I think a little bit. I think I gameflied it. I actually bought the remastered edition on sale on the marketplace recently on the Series X, and it looked for Dark Souls. Okay. Demon Souls is on Xbox.
And that's what I was going to say. This is the first time these games came on the
Xbox. This was the first Dark Souls. This is when like that whole type of genre and everything started. I feel like, it started with Demon Souls, but it really came to life with Dark Souls 1. So I haven't played much of the remastered. I do want to go back to it, but it plays very well. It looks very crisp. But yeah, like I think Dark Souls as a series is good. It's never been something that I've been really into.
Agreed.
I would say the biggest one of Miyazaki's games that I lost myself in was Sekiro, because Sekiro was the only one I beaten too.
It's also Sekiro is so different than the others. It's basically Tenchu, but with Demon Slayer level difficulty and also some crazy counter shit going on. But yeah, I agree. That's the best of the bunch for me too.
I can't wait until we get to Sekiro to discuss that, because I think that's really where I turned the corner around like Miyazaki's style of games.
I would love a second one. I would play. You beat it too. I didn't beat it. I thought I beat it, and then they said nah.
After I think about 2 weeks or so, I beat it. Yeah.
Yeah.
LA Noire. I was excited for this game.
This is why I cannot stand Rockstar. Because let's be honest, even if you like LA Noire, ain't no fucking way it's 89%.
Yeah.
No way.
The only way I see that is if you're like a super fan of LA Noire, which is,
Well, first, is there even super fans of LA Noire? No. Second, it's this game at its best for its motion capture is an 8. But even then, I can't put that. But no way it's 89. No way. And so this is why Rockstar games piss me off. Anyway, not going to hope with it.
I think Noir did some interesting things in terms of motion capture, facial technology. Absolutely. I think it was incredible. The thing with the faces, though, that always bothered me, it had that very like watery type look to their to like just the capture of their faces. It looked kind of weird
and over animated.
Like over animated. It just, but for what it did, absolutely. Like at that time, it looked incredible, and I thought it did some interesting things with like a murder mystery and story, and like going through each tier of being a detective. I thought that was kind of cool. But the combat sucked. I feel like the driving sucked. All the filler shit in between, whenever you were doing your detecting was just very poor. And lackluster. But LA Noire, I think it was cool. I would, if I had to rate it, I would say it's maybe a 7.
Yeah, I think I gave it a 7. I think when I reviewed it, it was 7 or 7.
Yeah, very cool idea. I think it did some interesting things. It's not an 89.
No way. Okay, so these are kind of some, again, HD collection. Never played Battlefield 3.
Yeah,
Dead Space 2, Human Revolution. So obviously Deus Ex got some love. I'm glad. That's 3 times.
I love Human Revolution. I did like it more than Mankind, although I did beat Mankind. What was it, last year?
Yeah, it's funny. Like Mankind is better in a lot of ways, but Human Revolution stuck with me more. Like the story and the characters.
That ending, man. Yeah. It was fantastic. I think Human Revolution did some fantastic things for the Western RPG genre.
It kind of makes you question things too more. And what you like our security level. I really enjoyed Human Revolution, and I felt like it was so different with the stealth in the time and going third person to first. I thought that was cool.
And I thought Adam was just like a great character, and that dude just has one of those badass fucking voices.
He is so cool. Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3 I enjoyed. It's the perfect like blockbuster game. would have never put it as my game of the year, but 2 turned me around, and Modern Warfare 3 continued the fun campaign that I started having. Brotherhood. Yeah. Wait, no, that's PC.
That's for PC. Yeah, we did Brotherhood. Modern Warfare 3 I thought was really good. It kind of continued that blockbuster type line of story with that they kind of started with 2. Yeah, I think Modern Warfare 3 did some good things. It's probably my least favorite of that trilogy.
Really?
Well, I have so much reverence for Call of Duty 4, man. Like that campaign and everything. Like I must have played Call of Duty 4's campaign probably at least 10 times.
Well, actually, I think most would probably agree with you. I think I'm in.
I beat it on Veteran. It took me I think probably 6 weeks to beat it on Veteran because I wanted that achievement.
So there was Call of Duty 4, then Modern Warfare 2, then Modern Warfare 3, right?
Correct.
So I think for me, I think I enjoyed the story more in 2 and 3. I didn't really like the story.
We're not a big fan of 4.
Yeah. But 2's the one with the ghost stuff, right?
Yeah, that's when Ghost gets killed by Shepard. Yeah. I thought that twist and everything was really good because it was so unexpected. Yeah,
so good.
That was great.
Oh shit, The Witcher.
Joe Danger. I saw Joe Danger. I think on 2000 when we did 2010. Yeah, 2000. Joe Danger, stupid game, but a lot of fun.
Well, let me just say we're about to hit 50, and we're still in 87. God damn, what a year.
Witcher 2. I still have it. I've downloaded.
You still got to play it.
Your suggestion. I need to play it.
It still looks great.
I want to play Witcher 3. Yeah.
It still looks great. I'm just going to go to 60 in this time.
60? We're going to 100 for all of them.
Oh, I thought it's 50 every. Is it 100?
No, we go to 100 for all of them.
Oh, okay. Let's go 100 then. Okay, so Origins,
Bastion.
Bastion. I never really got that.
I think that was Supergiant's first game, if I'm not mistaken, was Bastion.
Yeah, Bastion, and then they did the other one that was better.
What did they do after Bastion? I can't remember.
They did. I know they did another one, then Hades.
They did Transistor. That might have been the next one because I think Transistor came out in 2014. Oh, you're going too fast. Go back up a little bit. Just a little bit. Crysis 2, I did enjoy. I did like Crysis 2 because that's when they released it on 360 and PS3. Because I didn't play Crysis. I don't think
so. This is when it was just on PC, I think. No,
I think it did come out, or maybe it did come out 2012.
Yeah, or maybe I don't know. Anyway, Mortal Kombat. This is when they kind of redid.
This is when they rebooted it. This was MK9.
Yeah, this was pretty fun.
I'm at it. Yeah.
I loved it. I played a little bit of that. Okay, I know you didn't play this shit.
Oh my fucking god, dude!
It's about Dance Dance.
This is when the Kinect came out.
Wait, why is there a Kinect? Oh well, you know what? Dance Central. I'll tell you right now, it's not bad. It was pretty fun. I played that. I mean, I'm not saying it's game of the year or anything, but it was a fun. If I were to play the Kinect, it would be a game like that. It's the only good games for those type of games.
I fucking hate the Kinect.
Yeah, it's
so much. Bad. I have strong opinions about the Kinect.
You didn't like doing the Dragon Ball Z moves? No, that game was so good. Okay, so Fight Night Champion. That's the one where it's that was the end of the series, right?
That was that was the end. To 3 and
that sucks because I think that it had ideas, but the execution I remember wasn't that great.
Yeah. You know, it's funny. When I played it, I thought it was good at that time. But when I went back and tried to replay it when I got my Series X last year,
said nah.
There's a lot of really shitty acting in it. And I mean atrocious. And you know what? I think the reason I was so excited for Champion is because it was the first M-rated boxing game. So I'm like, it's going to be so much more fucking brutal. No, there's really not much difference to in Fight Night Round 4.
That's the first M-rated?
Yeah, well, as far as I know, this is the first. This was the first M-rated Fight Night. As far as boxing games, I don't know. I would believe it is, but this was the first M-rated Fight Night. But I realized the biggest reason for that was because the cussing and everything in the story, the brutality, kind of remained the same. No teeth were getting knocked out or any of that shit. It still had the same great, gameplay that Fight Night Round 4 had.
Did it though? I felt like it was glitchy.
Because with Fight Night Round 4, they improved a lot of things, that they didn't have in Fight Night Round 3. They added, they added more you were able to move in closer. Like it was more like truer boxing rather than just having that invisible wall that you had in round 3.
Not sure.
So it had the great same gameplay, I feel like, of round 4. But the thing is, yeah, like you said, the execution was bad.
Yeah. And
it was disappointing, I felt like, in a lot of ways. Interesting idea, with the whole boxing, type story of creating original story. But yeah, I'm not going to add it because, I didn't have great love for it at that time. And I had less love for it replaying it recently.
I'd be surprised if any of these games start hitting my list now.
Oh, Plants vs. Zombies. I never played it, but I know a lot of people love that series.
It's okay. The fuck is this back to card?
That's a Battlefield 3.
I was wrong.
It did come out, yeah.
Crisis 2 did. Okay. Crisis 2 was pretty fun.
I'm gonna add it. Yeah, I liked Crisis 2 a lot.
Marvel vs. Capcom 3. What a weird game.
Yeah, that Marvel vs. Capcom 3 is a weird game for me.
It's not a bad game. It's much better than that other one that came out, Infinite. Yeah. But
it was horrible.
This was just, it was like so cool because I got so hyped, and then I was like, but it's missing something, and I don't know what. I don't know. It's something about it just didn't connect for me.
I think MVC3 was a great game. I think that it felt very authentic to like MVC2. But yeah, like you said, I just felt like there was like something missing.
Yeah.
I really enjoyed it. I definitely put some time into the online. I'm not going to add it because I just love MVC2 more.
Yeah.
But yeah, MVC3, great game, great fighting game. But yeah, it didn't hit me the same way. But
yeah, I'll probably watch my review just to remember it. I love
NBA Jam On Fire Edition. That was fantastic.
NBA Jam, yeah, that was pretty fun. That's like with the superpower, right? Like the fire, like super dunks and shit.
Amazing. Yeah, and that On Fire Edition, yeah, is when they brought it to 360.
Wow, I remember trying. That's pretty fun.
I played Trine 1. I never played Trine 2.
Wow, this is when Old Republic came out. It was okay.
Is that in relation to Knights?
Yeah, so Old Republic is the MMO. It's the
it's the MMO.
Okay. It was okay. I think I played with you, no? No, I think I was playing with Jimmy.
You know what I realized?
What?
It came out in 2009. We didn't see it because unless we missed it, Aeon.
Yeah, but that's like 70%.
Was it really that low?
I guarantee it has to be.
Dude, I had so much fun playing that with you. We only played it for like 2 or 3 months, but it was fun.
I think MMOs, unless they're like Final Fantasy or major ones, they don't get, or Guild Wars, they don't get 80s or 90s.
So I'd like to talk about Saints Row for a second.
We did. This is the PC version. Remember we were talking about how this one started to get too funny with the third one.
Maybe we did.
Yeah, the last video. Yeah, because this is just the PC port. But yeah, this is basically where we said it went insane. Like it did. I don't even know what happened from 2 to 3. It just went semi like goofy, but pretty serious.
So now you have fucking superpowers.
You got Kanye West blasting in the background, flying that airplane. Like, which was a cool part. But
the thing is, like, I really love Saints Row 1.
Yeah.
Like, I thought Saints Row 1 was great because I'm like, oh, like a GTA competitor. Like this, and it played well. The combat was great. It felt different than GTA, but like GTA in the sense I really enjoyed it. Saints Row 2, I felt like you could tell they were kind of veering from it a little bit,
but it's still.
But I still loved Saints Row 2. By the time the third came out, I was like, this is starting to not feel like GTA at all. Which I get it; they had to differentiate themselves, from GTA. And then when 4 came out, and you're the fucking president, and then like I have all these superpowers. Like, yeah, it was cool.
It was fun. But
it was not for me, like this. It was not where I wanted Saints Row to go. A lot of people loved it. A lot of people love Saints Row 3 and 4, and they think they're the best games.
Yeah.
But for me, that's when I stopped becoming a Saints Row fan.
Well, 3 is the best selling. It's the best selling.
It is. Yeah. And I think they did a remastered for it.
They did a remastered, and then the new one kind of looks like it, but kind of looks like Crackdown.
Saints Row. I was gonna say it definitely has like that Crackdown type look to it. It looks interesting. Yeah, it looks interesting to it. I do want to try it. Is it something I'm super excited for, or that's like a day one buy for me? Absolutely not.
Yeah.
But I am interested to see what a Saints Row game looks like in 2022.
Yeah, I'll try it out, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So now we're getting to
Origins Collection. Yeah.
Outland.
Battlefield 3. I think I played Battlefield 3. I can't remember.
Okay, yeah. So Killzone 3. There you go. Killzone 3. Wow, just made the 100 list.
I like Shadowfall. I did not Killzone 3 or 2.
I hated 2. Killzone 3 was okay.
Killzone 2 fucking sucked.
Yeah, 2 was horrible.
So fucking boring.
So this was a crazy year.
Yeah, it's kind of weird because I wouldn't say the only one I really have a huge amount of love for, I might be giving it away, is like probably Human Revolution and Uncharted 3. Those are probably like the only 2 games I really love.
I'm gonna take off Witcher 2 because I like Witcher 3 more, but I love Witcher 2. I'm also gonna take off Gears 3 because, as I said, I liked it, but didn't love it. Uncharted 3 again, liked it a lot, but didn't like it as much as 2. Skyward Sword, really cool, but not the top 3. So my top, and then also I'm going to take away City because I think it had issues. Batman Arkham City. So Skyrim, Deus Ex, and then Dead Space. And so Deus Ex, I mean, I love Deus Ex, and I think as an RPG, it did so much. Same thing with Skyrim, honestly. They both were different. Deus Ex was more linear, but it made you do the choices that were hard to choose. Skyrim, the choices didn't matter as much, but it had such an amazing world to explore. But I mean, you could watch my entire playthrough of Dead Space 2. I have online playing for the first time. It blew me away so many times, scared the shit out of me when bosses jumping. I didn't know they can do that. The weapons were so fun to use and upgrade. Dead Space 2 has to be my game of the year for 2011 for sure.
I think that's fair. I had a feeling you might choose that. Yeah, I love Dead Space 2. I think it was fantastic. You know, I mean, given that I didn't put a lot of time into Dead Space 1, I put a lot of time into Dead Space 2, and I think we did play a good amount of the online. You know, it was decent. It wasn't fantastic, but
it was okay.
It was decent, yeah. I did like the co-op more in Dead Space 3, which we did play, and I enjoyed that. So I got Arkham City, Skyrim, Uncharted 3, Gears 3, Dead Space 2, Human Revolution, Modern Warfare 3, Mortal Kombat, Crysis 2. I'm gonna cut Arkham City right now. I'm not the biggest fan of the Arkham series. I love Batman, as you know. That's what I've read the most Batman comics out of any superhero. I think the Arkham series is a very good series. Yeah. But similar to Bioshock, I don't have a lot of love for it. Yeah. Arkham City was a great game for its time. I tried replaying it, I think, last year. I just could not really get into it. Maybe it was just improper timing.
Spider-Man's better.
Yes. Still the best superhero video game of all time, I think. Skyrim, I went into a lot of detail with Skyrim, you know, with our last video when we talked about Oblivion. I didn't put as much time into Skyrim as I did in Oblivion. Skyrim did some really cool things. It just wasn't ultimately like for me or something that I put 100 plus hours into like some people did. Gears 3, great. Loved it. You know, I love Gears 2. I really liked Gears 1. I thought Gears 3 did some, you know, made some good changes just with characters, with the story and whatnot, with the art design. It was really cool. Dead Space 2, really loved as well. Modern Warfare 3, great, but like I said, I loved 4 and Modern Warfare 2 more. Mortal Kombat 9, I really enjoyed.
You enjoyed it more than me. That's
true. Yeah, because if you remember, you didn't see it on the list because it fucking sucked. Before this, they did DC Universe versus Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, it was.
And that was absolute dog shit.
I don't know if I go dog shit, but it definitely felt like a watered down Mortal Kombat in every way.
The thing that I've realized about NetherRealm is they don't excel at 3D fighters. They just don't. I've never liked the 3D Mortal Kombats. I think they absolutely excel in every level at 2D fighting games, and that's the reason why I really
Mortal Kombat's 3D, though.
The ones on PS2 and Xbox are.
Wait, no, all Mortal Kombat's 3D, except for like the originals. Or you mean like? I
mean a 3D fighting plane.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
I'm not talking about like art design. Yeah, of course.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
I mean, as far as like movement. Yeah.
Oh, 3D. Gotcha. Yeah, I didn't know that was. I thought that was like sides or whatever they call it, one-on-one. Like, yeah. Oh well. Anyway, yeah. Keep going. Sorry.
No, but yeah. DC Universe versus Mortal Kombat, they made 3D, and I did not like that.
Shit.
It makes moves a lot harder to do. I feel like just like I feel like the 3D fighting plane is like reserved for like Soul Calibur and Tekken, and I'm not even big fans of those. But I think they probably excel out a little bit more. But yeah, I really enjoyed Mortal Kombat 9. I actually have the Sub-Zero and Scorpion bookends because my mom was gracious enough for me to buy me like the Ultimate Edition at that time.
$150, right?
I think it was $150.
Yeah, it's fucking so expensive.
Yeah, I still have them, and I do use them, for my comics now. The only thing is Scorpion's spear tip broke off, but nonetheless, I don't know if I could sell it one day, but we'll see.
Hey, that's 11 years ago. It's still going.
Yeah,
10 years, whatever.
Crysis 2. I that was a great shooter. I really enjoyed Crysis 2, and I did enjoy Crysis 3 a lot, but I would say I enjoyed Crysis 2 more. Yeah. And I didn't play Crysis 1 at the time because I didn't have a fucking beefy PC.
Yeah.
I still don't, but that may change in the future. But for me, it comes down to Human Revolution and Uncharted 3.
I think it's going to be Human Revolution.
I think Uncharted 3 did some fantastic things. I think it is probably my second favorite game in the Uncharted series.
I agree.
I think they tried to exemplify, the set pieces and the combat and everything around that they showed with Uncharted 2.
Yeah.
The thing about Naughty Dog is I just think they make excellent quality games, and even I would say the weakest of the series for me is Uncharted 1, and I still loved Uncharted 1.
Yeah.
So yeah, I loved Uncharted 3, but for me, I loved Human Revolution. I probably put, I want to say 50, 60 hours into it with the DLC.
Oh, easy.
I loved Human Revolution. It was just so badass. And I loved Adam as a character. Like I said, I loved his voice actor. The story was fantastic. There was a lot of controversy at that time that you weren't allowed to knock out bosses. I don't know if you remember that was going around. They're like, oh, like you can knock out everyone else, but you can't knock out the bosses. I didn't care.
Who gives a shit?
Yeah.
Fucking people, man. They care about the stupidest shit, I swear.
Yeah. Well, of course they changed that in Mankind. But yeah, I loved Human Revolution. It's easily one of my favorite RPGs that I ever played. And I would like to go back and replay it sometime. I think it's on the marketplace.
It is.
Yeah, I think
it's like $5.99.
Yeah, I see it on sale all the time, man. Like I might pick it up because God, yeah, that's one of my favorite RPGs of all time. But yeah, I would have to say Human Revolution is my game of the year for 2011.
All right, so that would be my second game, and then Skyrim. So, Dead Space 2 is mine, and Deus Ex is yours. 2011 was a pretty damn good year. Not a mind blowing year, but it's very solid.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely not like 2009 or 2010.
This was easier for me to decide. Whereas those 2 years are a little harder. All right, so 2012 is unfair because I already know my game.
I remember you said that last video. I'm wondering what it is because I'm not sure what it could be.
Oh, you know what it is. It's going to be number one there.
Oh.
Wait, no, what?
Hold
on. What the fuck?
You already said Persona 4. Wait. It was on the PS2, wasn't it?
I'm sorry. I'm getting my years mixed up. So 2012 was pretty good. I'm gonna just what the fuck?
If not play Persona 4 Golden, that is crazy that a fucking Vita game is number one.
Yeah, well, it's crazy because it's the remaster of the PS2 one, but they added so much shit in that game, like an extra like 25 hours. It was insane. Oh, wow. And the game's already 110 hours, so you're just like, oh fuck my life.
You had a Vita, right?
Yeah, I played this game too. I loved it. I have a picture on Instagram of when I got this is like when Instagram first came out in 2012. Sure. But yeah, Persona 4 Golden's great. I'm not going to put it on my list because too much Persona love is too much. Yeah. But I love it. Mass Effect 3, phenomenal. I
love Mass Effect.
I know the controversy with the endings and everything, but up until those last 10 minutes, I don't care what anyone says. That is a hell of a ride.
And I think that's a big reason why Mass Effect 3 doesn't get a huge amount of love in the community is because of the ending, because 100%. That is the ending to the trilogy. And I think a lot of people felt like it was just kind of like a wet fart. It's like, oh, I just have these 3 choices now after all the choices I made throughout the whole trilogy, and all my choices carried over, and now I just have these 3 endings.
Yeah, and I get it, but I mean, still,
yeah,
I'm all about the journey instead of the ending. Always, and Absolutely. This game provided so much of that. So yeah.
Not as good as the game as Mass Effect 2, still a great game.
This was a game. This changed gaming in a way. It made it where point and click type adventure games were getting some serious love now. And this is a great game. I'm going to just put it on my maybe because
I'm putting both of those on there because I fucking love Journey too. I know you didn't like it, but I don't
like Journey, but Walking Dead blew me away. The story, the choices, the ending. Oh my God.
Lee was a great character.
Lee was a great character.
Clementine was great.
It's just for me to remember the name of these characters 10 years later. That says something. Xenoblade, Journey, and Dishonored. These are 3 big games where these are not AAA like every ads everywhere, and these all were must played. Now, didn't like Journey. You like Journey. I love Xenoblade. I don't think you played Xenoblade. And
I have never played Xenoblade. I did play Dishonored. I did really enjoy Dishonored. I tried playing Dishonored 2, as you know, last year. I did not like it. Yeah. I don't know. Maybe I'll try it again whenever I get my PS5 because I bought it on PS4. I really enjoyed Dishonored 1, but yeah, with 2, it just wasn't really for me. But I would like to try Dishonored. It's actually on Game Pass, so I think
Dishonored was good, but again, it was that type of game where it was missing something for me. I don't know why. I'm not a huge fan.
It has a Bioshock type feel to it.
I'm not a huge fan of first person stealth. I'm just not. I love my third person stealth. But on the other hand, we had Borderlands 2, which everybody loves except me. I think it's just pretty good.
Yeah, again, like we said last time, I think Borderlands is an okay series. I don't think it's amazing by any means.
So you're telling me Borderlands 2 came out here, and then Borderlands 3 didn't come out till like last year?
Well, no, it wasn't. It was 2019 when Borderlands 3 came out.
Holy shit, that's like a 6-year jump. 7.
Yeah. Well, that's why everyone was clamoring for it because they took a break and they did Battleborn, and that was a fucking flop.
What the fuck is Battleborn?
Battleborn was like a fucking first person.
I've never even heard of it.
It was a fucking first person MOBA that they put out on PS3 and maybe 360. I think right before the new consoles came out, and I remember reading about it in a GI magazine, and I was like, "This sounds like shit."
Yeah, apparently, because I never heard of it.
It looks so boring. They actually shut down the servers, I think a year ago or whatnot. But yeah, they took a break to do that, and I think they put out Colonial Marines like earlier this year. It was 2012, wasn't it? I think it was 2012. Yeah. So they put out those 2 dog shit games.
Fucking Colonial.
And then they took the break, and then they did 3.
Was it this year? Yeah, I think you're right.
I'm pretty sure it was 2012.
When we do our 2000 worst list, I think it's going to be on here.
That is one of the new series, people. We are thinking about doing worst games of the last 20 years.
Oh God, it's a lot of games.
That would be fun though. That'd be a lot of fun.
That will. Okay, so
I really liked Mark of the Ninja. I played on 360. I thought
it was okay. I don't know. Something about 2D stealth games again. It's not my thing, but
I'm not going to add it. But I thought it was great.
Far Cry 3, one of the greatest games on the entire generation. I'm just going to say it. I already have it on my list.
I think that might be my favorite Far Cry.
Oh, without a doubt. Well, I'm going to replay 5 because I'm going to give it a proper chance.
Yeah, I would like to play 5 because
my friend's playing 6 right now, and she's really enjoying it. Like
your friend. Who's your friend?
My friend. I can't tell you who. I'm not allowed to say that they're playing it, but what I hear is that she was very kind of not too happy with the way they were showing like the people of that land. And that's her people, and so she was like kind of like, I don't know about this game, this is pretty offensive, but she said that they do it pretty well, so I'm pretty excited though. It looks crazy weird, but anyway,
she's already playing it because it doesn't come out to the end of the month. I mean, not until October or something.
October 2 weeks, October 12th. It's pretty soon, but Far Cry 3, absolutely amazing, one of the best villains ever.
I loved Voss. I just felt like he wasn't in the game enough because
he wasn't. But when he was, I remembered him so well, and so I think that's the trade off. You don't get him enough, but the moment you get him, you remember. And so I kind of, it's kind of like Jaws effect, where you only get Jaws 10 minutes of the movie, but when he's there, you're like, holy shit.
Absolutely. I think that Voss was like an absolutely fantastic character. I loved everything about him.
Yeah.
I just thought he was extremely well done.
He was
very well written.
The character that's, like every fictional thing tries to be like the Joker, except different. And he was actually different, but had the vibes. You
can tell like this is like a legitimate fucking psychopath.
Yeah. Yeah. I love Far Cry 3.
And I thought Michael Mando played him so well. And I like him a lot in Better Call Saul. I never finished Better Call Saul, but he was very good. I love Nacho. He was one of my favorite characters in that show.
So good. He's so good in that show. Like, okay,
he's a fantastic actor. I love that dude.
He is. All right, so Trials of Evolution, fuck that. Kami HD, fuck that.
There you go. For you.
XCOM, man. All my friends, the characters who get murdered slowly. Yeah. Oh, Guild Wars 2 as well.
What did you make me in that? I think I was a sniper. I told you to make me a sniper.
You were either a sniper or a tank. I made you one of the two.
Yeah. No, I enjoyed XCOM 1. I'd probably put more time with that than XCOM 2.
XCOM 2 is better, though.
Yeah, the little I played, yes, XCOM 2 was probably a better game, but I probably put more time in XCOM 1. I'm not going to add XCOM 1 because you have a lot more love for it than I do, but I did enjoy it.
I think it's just not. It's a very specific type of gameplay. You're either in it or you're not.
It's turn-based strategy. Yeah, it's a very certain type of design
and it's luck-based. So I understand why people can't stand it sometimes, but I really loved it. Guild Wars 2, excellent MMO. Probably in my top 5 MMOs of all time. Not as good as Final Fantasy 14, but I really enjoyed Guild Wars.
We're gonna get to it.
We're not putting the Final Fantasy that came out in these years. The original Final Fantasy 14 was fucking horrible. It was only till
I'm talking about A Realm Reborn.
Okay, yeah,
that came out in 2014.
That's true. Yeah, you're right with the PS4.
Because I think 14, like the original 14, came out in 2012. Oh, it was 2012.
Yeah, and it's not on this list because it's like 40%. But yeah, it's horrible.
I never played it, but I heard it's absolute dog shit.
Yeah, but Guild Wars 2, excellent. Okay, so we get to your game now. There it is.
2K13. I'm trying to remember. That's right. This is when they added dribble moves to the right stick.
Still 90%, man. These games fucking get 90% every year.
I'm trying to. It's gone down. Trust me. You're going to see that.
Really?
I'm trying to remember when they started adding the cinematic type My Career, because My Career really kind of took off in 2011, and it really started to strengthen up a little bit around 15, 14.
I was going to say, I think you told me that's when it changed for you, like 15.
Yeah, well, because like I think what was it? I think it was 2K16 that they actually they're like, you know what? Fuck this. We're just going to get Spike Lee to direct the story mode. And it was so dumb and stupid and great. And, like they always put like the worst fucking names for your My Career character. Like I think it was, I think in 2016 it was Freak. And then in 2017 it was like, I don't even know, man, like some really dumb fucking names. Like I think last year it was Junior. And now this year it's just MP for My Player. Like they're running out of fucking names, man, and it's just so dumb and stupid. But I also love that because I love dumb weird shit. But yeah, I do remember liking 2K13 a lot. But it still wasn't quite there for me of what 2K11 did. But I did enjoy 2K13.
Yeah, I'll let you just talk about those because I've never played any of them. Okay, now let's find something.
I'm not going to add Borderlands 2. I know.
So there's going to be a lot of Borderlands 2 and probably Walking Dead because this is the episodes.
There's the Borderlands DLC as well. It was very highly rated.
Fucking shit. Look at all this. It's all the same games. Just like, Jesus Christ. Witcher 2 came out in 360. Diablo 3.
Wow, this is when Diablo 3 came out on PC?
It's garbage. Let's just get that.
I like Diablo 3 on console. I played on PS4.
On console, maybe, but let me tell you a little story about Diablo 3 real fast, just super fast. When you bought it on the PC, guess what? You couldn't play it the first week. You know why? Because it was connected to servers, and the servers were broken for the first week, so you couldn't play the game at all. I was
fucking Blizzard. I have very strong opinions with what's going on with them right now, but yeah, fucking Blizzard.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, fuck that. Halo 4.
I have strong loving memories of Halo 4 because this was 343's first game.
Yeah, but I can't put it on my top.
I'm adding it. Adding it because I remember loving Halo 4 a lot. I do want to replay it on the Master Chief Collection. I still haven't beat 2, but I do want to go back and I would like, if possible, because I have a little more than 2 months to do it. I would like to finish 2, 3, ODST, and 4.
ODST is like 6 hours. We could Reach is a little longer. 3 is fucking too long. Halo 4, good game, but it has issues. It has issues. Yeah, I think it has some story issues big time. But anyway, it was pretty good.
I like the campaign more. Actually, no, we did play a good amount of the online, but I would say I like the campaign in 4 more than I did in 3. I think
possibly. I would have to replay them to see. Right off the bat, the best campaign is Reach and ODST and 1. Those are the 3.
Reach, I think, is the best Halo, as I said. So,
yeah. But yeah, I don't know. Halo 4 is just okay. Not okay. It's a good game, even a great game. I just didn't love it. Max Payne 3.
The good thing is they have Max Payne 3 on here.
Max Payne. That game. I hate that goddamn game, man. You know how much
I remember you having so much love for Max Payne 3.
You know how much backlash I got for this fucking fat piece of shit, just like me. He can't jump. He can't jump like he jumps. Slow down. Ooh, like, fuck out of here.
Okay. Hold on.
No, it's a bad game.
Hold on.
It's a good game.
I think I'm not going to say it's a good game. I think Max Payne 3 did some interesting things with their engine.
Wow.
I thought for animation and gunplay and all that, I thought it did some interesting things. Would I say Max Payne 3 was a great game? No. Would I say I had some fun with it in terms of its combat and the soundtrack I really loved because I would say I am a big fan of whatever the fuck their name is. Oh, Health. I do like Health. They did a theme song for that. But yeah, I had some fun times with Max Payne 3. I'm not going to add it to my list because I can't say that I genuinely loved it. I thought it had a cool ending, but yeah, I agree with you in the sense that it is not a great game. I probably don't hate it as much as you do, but I think Max Payne 3 did some interesting things with their engine.
Another example of Rockstar, 87%. Get your fucking filthy goddamn hands off.
You just went straight whitey for a second. That was like a solid 30 seconds of whitey.
I legit got so much hate for that game. People wanted to kill me. People wrote in my comments, go fucking die, you fat fuck. And I'm just like, how about you go fucking choke on a dick, you piece of shit? It's just
oh man.
So fuck that game. Okay. So
great soundtrack. I will say that.
Fuck all these games. So let's just get
no, don't.
I know you like UFC, but fuck.
I did I kind of started falling off of UFC after 2000.
You like a FIFA? Robert Turnia penis?
My name is Robertalina Ignacio Fernando Martinez Penis.
Oh.
Okay. No, I'm not the biggest FIFA fan. I think he's fine as a series. I just think everything that goes on.
I forgot. Persona 4 Arena came out the same year as Golden. So Arena is just a 3D fighter. I don't know if you knew that.
Okay.
Persona characters. It was pretty cool.
Mass Effect 3 came out on the Wii U.
Yeah, and you know what's the best
part?
Holy shit! 1 and 2 did. Something just put 3 out.
That's
have
really
fun.
Fucking dumb. That's really fun. I mean, they put The Witcher 3 out on fucking Switch. So
look, they put Wii U, and then they were like, we're gonna put the first Assassin's Creed on the Wii U, and nobody bought it.
Remembered, yeah. Assassin's Creed 3 came out this year.
Hotline Miami, that was pretty fun.
I would like to talk about Assassin's Creed 3.
Oh man.
Where would you rank it in this, in the series? Would you say it makes top 5?
No.
Really?
Not even close. I'd probably put it like 8 or 9.
Oh,
maybe. Wow. I put 2. I put Brotherhood. I put all the new ones above it. I put.
You say 1's a better game than 3?
No, 3 is better than 1.
Oh, you fucking asshole!
3 is better than 1. I will say they're both have a fair share of problems. I think 1's a more polished game. 3 has way more glitches, but 3 also has some great moments in between the garbage. And it has some cool ideas like the dual wielding shit. That was awesome. Like coming out of the woods, just like run kills and all that was great. But Connor was almost as bad as Altair. Like he's up there with like the worst of the characters.
I enjoyed Assassin's Creed 3 when I first played it.
Yeah, me too.
I definitely thought it had issues.
Yeah.
Most definitely. But similar to when I first played Assassin's Creed 1 and just the mindset that I had of Altair as a character, it was kind of a similar mindset for me when I first played Assassin's Creed 3 because I thought Connor was very much like that ultimate badass, like, very much like, social justice type warrior, not the social justice warriors of today, but a social justice warrior in 1775 of like, all of these white men are invading my land and killing my people. They killed my mother. They burned my village down. I'm just going to fucking slaughter all of them. But yeah, I enjoyed Assassin's Creed 3 whenever it came out. I would like to re-get it on Series X and see how it is. I will probably get it on sale if it's like $10 or so. I do want to see what it does on Series X. I'm interested in that. I'm honestly really surprised that the Wii U is the highest.
What the fuck? You see this shit? What the fuck? Is this a joke? Is this a joke?
The Wii U is the highest rated version of it?
Yeah. What?
I think that's really fucking funny. but the 360 version had the most issues. And I'm sure that's probably like, I would say like low 80s, if not high 70s.
What the fuck? Where is it?
86. It was at 86.
Oh, there it is. Okay, so wow.
Go back up. We skipped a bunch, yeah. But
wow.
Yeah, so Assassin's Creed 3, it absolutely had problems. I enjoyed it for the time.
I didn't even know it came out this year. I totally forgot.
Oh, I know. I tried revisiting it on PlayStation 4 last year. It definitely had a little bit of issues, but I'm interested to see how it runs on Series X. But yeah, I'm not going to add Assassin's Creed 3 to the list because
no way.
I don't know if it would even make my top 5, but I thought it did some interesting things with the story and just the setting. But I think, as we've talked about this before, just not the best execution.
No, I don't even know if I put it in my top 10. Maybe that's a video.
How many Assassin's Creed games are there?
There's, I mean,
like if you don't even count the 2D ones, I'm not counting the 2D ones.
I'm not counting the 2D, but I'm counting all the 3D, and so that's
all of like the main console ones.
Yeah, there's at least 13 or 14 by now. At least we gotta do a video on that. Okay, so okay, let's keep going.
That's Creed 3. Yeah. Darksiders 2. That the Wii U version is the higher rated one too.
Is this some type of fucking Nintendo conspiracy shit? What is happening? Who the fuck played these games? Is there like one review
out of like the 10 people that had a Wii U?
What the fuck? Who the fuck? Who says this shit? The Wii U version of Darksiders won't revolutionize the way playing. Yeah, no shit. Having the entire HUD on the gamepad.
Oh man,
I hear this shit. Anyway, Darksiders 2 is a great game in its sense that it was better than 1 in a lot of ways, but it was missing the soul of 1 for me. Like 1 was just so cool at the time. But yes, I never finished Darksiders 2. I got bored, and I think that's Darksiders 2.
I did finish 1 and 2.
You did. I didn't finish 2 or 3. I think 2 is a better polished game than 3, but 3 had a cooler story idea. But yeah, either one.
We'll get to 3 eventually because I think that came out in 2019. But
that definitely is not going to be on this top game list.
No, without doubt. Since we didn't see Darksiders 1, I do want to give it some love because I really did enjoy Darksiders 1 whenever it came out. I did enjoy Darksiders 2 a lot as well.
Yeah.
The problem I had with Darksiders 2 is I felt like it was too long.
Yeah,
and I
definitely.
felt like that.
100%.
I felt like that world was too big. If it was more condensed, like and maybe a little bit more linear, like Darksiders 1 would have been, I felt like they could have made an overall just better polished game. Yeah. But I definitely had some issues with it when it came out. But yeah, Darksiders 2, very fun game. Would I say it was excellent? No. Would I say it was pretty good? Like 7, maybe 8. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So let's just move a little quicker, only because we're already almost an hour in. So let's move past these games because we know none of these are gonna like fucking Walking Dead again. And so this is all the same shit. I did like New Super Mario Bros. Shit. Okay. So anyway, I already have the game that I'm choosing this year, but you go first.
I only have 5. You always go first, though.
Yeah, but okay. So, man, I think at the time that I played these games, I think I gave it to Mass Effect 3. Looking back, I don't know if I still would, though. I still love Mass Effect 3. Walking Dead, like I said, changed clicking points, loved it. Same thing with Xenoblade, really cool Japanese RPG. But my top 3 are probably Guild Wars 2 because it got me into MMOs again for a while. XCOM, which I couldn't stop playing, and Far Cry 3, which is I think the only Far Cry I finished. It's really a close tie between the 3. I think I'm going to go with Far Cry 3 though. And only because the villain stuck with me so much over the years. The gameplay is still a staple in gaming. There's so many games just copying its formula. And it's still fun. It's still a fun game. It didn't age too bad, which is a big thing. So I'd say XCOM is like right behind it. I put like 50 hours into XCOM, but I think I put like 70 hours into Far Cry 3.
Wow,
yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, I love both. I think I'm gonna go with Far Cry 3.
Like I said, I had great memories of Halo 4 when I played it. I would like to retry it again on the Master Chief Collection. I loved Far Cry 3. I put a lot of time into that. I felt like just the color and everything with it was very well done, and I enjoyed it significantly more than Far Cry 2. Walking Dead, I thought did some excellent things. I think Mass Effect 3 was a great game. I just don't think that Mass Effect 3 was of the same monumental quality as 2 was for me. But like I said in our last video, I felt like this is when Mass Effect started going downhill. I did love Mass Effect 3 when I played it, and I will probably eventually get back to it whenever I get back on the collection. But I would say it would have to come down for me between Walking Dead and Journey. Walking Dead did some amazing things. Yeah, just you said with the point and click genre and just storytelling in general.
Yeah.
And just like different branching paths when it came to story and everything.
So cool.
It was fantastic, and I loved Lee as a character. He was very well written. He was very well acted. I just really, really enjoyed Lee as a character, and his death was tragic, and it was one of the best moments I think that I remember to this day since I've been a gamer.
Yeah.
But I would say Journey did the most for me because Journey was unlike anything I'd ever seen before, and I had so much love for Journey when I played it. I replayed it probably 3 years ago, maybe 5 years ago or so on PS4, and I still loved it. I think Journey did some amazing things with art design, lighting, especially soundtrack. Just the soundtrack was so good in that game because just it would cue at the perfect time.
Really? And, I couldn't get into Journey.
I love games like Journey though. I actually really want to try Sable as well. I actually have it downloaded. It's on Game Pass. But I heard Sable is very much a similar game, so I'm looking forward to trying that. But I have so much reverence and love for Journey, and so there's no way I can deny what it did for me. Because I love games like that can just hit you in an emotional nature without a word ever being said.
That I can see. Yeah.
And just the art design, everything. Yeah. I have so much love for Journey. So I would say Journey is definitely my favorite game in 2012.
All right. Well, two very different games, Far Cry 3 and Journey. Wow, yeah, I think that's the most different we've ever had. Not even
very different.
Same genre, same nothing. Okay, so
I know the game that came out this year.
Yeah, before we get to 2013, because this is longer and I'm having a lot of fun. 2013, we're probably gonna have to stop here because these are getting a lot longer because these are the games that we played the most. Well, this will be 3 years, which is fine because then we could do another 3 years. Yeah, so we're gonna have a lot of videos still coming, but I think the next one's gonna be big because I already know. I'm pretty sure are both our game of the year. I'd be surprised.
14?
Yeah, no, 13. I'd be surprised if it's not the same game. I already know it's number one. You want me to go to it?
Are we doing 13 or are we stopping here?
We're going to do 13. I want to do 3 years at least.
Let's see.
You know what it is. It's
yes.
What the fuck?
Absolutely.
Grand Theft Auto 5. Get this shit out of my face. What the hell? You saw that? You saw like it jumped up like it was going to be better than Last of Us? Like, what the shit?
Of course it's going to be high. It was higher. Like Grand Theft Auto 4 was higher rated than Metal Gear Solid 4.
Out of here. All right. So anyway, the real game of the year, Last of Us.
We need to go through the list. Like
no. Yeah, I'm just saying. I can't remember a game this year that topped it. I'd be surprised if there is, though. I'm actually kind of interested.
So I will add GTA 5.
Yeah, GTA 5, good game. Good game. Not amazing, but good. Great even.
I thought GTA 5 was a much better game, as I said, than GTA 4.
Yeah.
I think they did some incredibly ambitious things for GTA 5 on just the 360 and PS3. I mean, shit, man. Like, you look at this.
Yeah.
Like, in a year that new consoles came out.
Yeah.
And it's the highest rated game on 360 and PS3. Like, that's fucking wild.
Yeah. It definitely did a lot for the technology it had. That's why it came out on 3 other fucking generations. But yeah, I remember
too much.
And then I replayed it again. What, 2 years ago or COVID, whatever COVID year was.
COVID was last year, dude.
It feels like 3 years ago. Yeah, it was good. But Last of Us, I'm not going to talk too much about Last of Us because come on, anybody who's played.
We'll get into it at the end, but but nonetheless, yeah. I mean, GTA 5, I thought did some very cool things. I put a lot of time in GTA Online on my PS4, as well as somewhat on my Series X this year. I really enjoyed it, but again, 8 fucking years and you're putting it out again, man. Like this is becoming ridiculous. Like you need to just, I know that they're raking in literally billions with fucking GTA Online and Shark Card and shit. I get it. Like this is their most profitable game of all time, but enough is enough. Like,
well, look at this. Talk about ridiculous. Bioshock Infinite, 3 fucking in a row. I mean, come on.
Yeah, I mean, there were a lot of people love Bioshock Infinite, and I am going to add Infinite to the list because I did really enjoy it. I would say I definitely enjoyed Infinite more than 1, and I probably enjoyed it more than 2. It might be my favorite Bioshock, actually.
Yeah, it's a hard one. I enjoy Infinite too. I like the twist at the end. I thought that was cool. Unlike the first one, I didn't see the twist coming in this one. So I thought that was
either.
cool.
And the ending was fantastic.
Yeah, the ending was definitely cool.
Was so good.
So yeah, Bioshock Infinite. I don't know if I put it in my top. But here comes some that I would put.
Super Mario 3D World.
So funny story, playing that game with Kelly was like fucking hell on earth. She has the patience of a gerbil, and so we're playing
patience of a gerbil.
Yeah, and we're playing this, and she's just like, I'm like, okay, now you can hit the jump button so you can jump on him. She's like, what did you say, motherfucker? I'm like, oh no. And that was the end of that. No sex for a day. So Super Mario 3D World though was a lot of fun. But Fire Emblem Awakening was one of my favorite RPGs of all time. Or I should say
on the 3DS.
Yeah, it's a turn-based RPG, very similar like Final Fantasy Tactics. Super fun. Love the shit out of it. You can go through generations and you basically meet up with like a girl, make your kid, and then you can bring them to the present time from the future. So you make an army of your children It's so fun.
Wild.
Yeah, it's crazy weird. Cool. It's so good. That's why it's 92%. But yeah, really fun game. How the fuck is Rayman Legends on here? Oh, that was Origins. I was like, again? Rayman Legends was really fun too.
Absolutely.
Fuck Fez.
I like how you just threw that in there.
I hate Fez.
I don't think I ever played it, but I know a lot of people love it.
So annoying. Fuck Flower too. That
no, I love Flower. I'm not gonna have Flower because we already saw.
Because you just had Journey. You had Journey and Flower.
Because I thought Flower was fine. Like I thought it, it also did some very pretty things. It had a great soundtrack. Graphically, it was a marvel, especially on PlayStation 4 at that time.
Was it though?
Yes, it was. Absolutely.
It's just a fucking Flower.
You may not like Flower, but I do. So fuck you.
All right, fine. How about Splunk?
No, I definitely love Journey more, but I was never into Flower. I know a lot of people love Spelunky, particularly my internet dad, Jeff Gerstmann, as well as the rest of the Giant Bomb crew.
Such a weird name. I just keep thinking combo.
Yeah, I think it appeals to a lot of like the older generation of gamers, probably the generation before us. Just in terms of just puzzle design and all that stuff. But yeah, I never played Spelunky, but I know a lot of people love it.
Legend of Wind Waker HD. I don't remember that. Whatever.
I know a lot of people love Brothers. I never played it. Oh wow.
Yeah, you know what? That's weird.
Came out.
I never played Brothers either.
I never did as well.
Yeah. I wanted to though. Yeah, Dota. Not a fan. Jimmy still plays that shit.
Too, yeah. No.
The fuck? Wii U got Deus Ex? Yeah,
I didn't even know that either.
Wii U? Like, man, I must have not played
Wii U.
I didn't play any of these games on the Wii U.
Well, you were probably one of the 15 people that owned a Wii U.
I fucking remember Zombie U. That was really fun and fucking ridiculously hard.
Now it's on the Switch.
Oh shit! Assassin's Creed Black Flag.
That's right. This is the year when Xbox One and PS4 came out. Well, of course I knew that, but I don't know why I'm just saying that. Anyways, yes, I'm absolutely adding Black Flag as it, to my knowledge, still is my favorite Assassin's Creed game.
Yeah, you know what? I really enjoyed it when I played it, even though I hate pirates. I did enjoy it.
You and Gian both, man. What the fuck? What do you guys have against pirates?
They're so fucking boring.
They're really fucking not.
What are they? That's what they do. Hooray!
They drink, they get drunk, they fuck, and they're
like
kill people.
They're basically like the fucking Thor and shit, but not with powers. They're boring.
And they steal. I think
steal.
Pirates are fucking awesome.
They're little bitches. So we got Animal. We got Animal Across a New Leaf. I didn't play this. Rocksmith. I didn't play. Pokemon X.
Rocksmith sounded cool. I actually saw.
That's with the guitar, right? Like they actually had the instruments and shit. Oh no, it was Rock Band.
This is well, yeah, like that's Guitar Hero and Rock Band. But the thing with Rocksmith, I actually saw this in Ubisoft's fucking press conference at E3 a couple months ago. They're actually bringing it out again. But what's really cool is that it literally it teaches you how to play guitar.
Oh,
and I think that's really, really interesting.
That's smart.
Yeah, so it's not as much like a rhythm game. It still is, but what's even cooler about it is that it really teaches you how to play the guitar and bass as well as make your own songs.
See, I think that's really good. You know why? Because for the people that want to get their kids into it, but they refuse to like pick up a guitar without like watching it, this is it. This is a game mixed with it. That's a cool idea.
I'd fucking play it if I still had a 360. Well, it's probably coming out on Series X maybe, but I probably won't. I'd rather look.
Oh shit!
Tomb Raider.
Wow.
I'm at it. Yeah, I love.
Wow, the first Tomb Raider was excellent. Like excellent.
Fantastic.
Wow, I did not know that came out that year. Okay, so this year's a little harder than I remember. I thought it was going to be Last of Us, and that was it. Okay, what the fuck? Pinball FX. Come on with this
Diablo 3 came out on 360?
We don't talk about that.
Holy shit.
Pikmin 3.
2K14. This was the year that 2K, the first 2K on the new
console. I feel so fucking old. Like Gone Home. I thought that came out like 3 years ago.
Oh, man, that's true. 2K14 might be in one of my favorite 2Ks, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, definitely. you played the shit out of that. I wonder if you could just look at your Xbox and see if it tells you how many hours you spent, or PlayStation.
I would have to. Well, I don't know, because I know there's that site, that tells you how many hours you put into it. But I'd have to see if it would let me search my gamer card and my old gamer tag and tell me how many hours.
That'd be crazy. Saints Row 4. We talked about it. It was okay.
Nope.
Need for Speed, Tomb Raider. Oh, StarCraft 2. Wait
a second. StarCraft 2?
Yeah, that must be the DLC. Yeah, because I was going to say I already left New York. DMC.
Reboot.
So DMC had a lot of controversy, but I
played it. I did not. I've never played it.
I really recommend it. It's especially since they remastered like 3 times now. I super recommend it for the story. I enjoyed it a lot. Despite everybody else hating it, I enjoyed it. Minecraft, PlayStation 3, Diablo. Luigi's Mansion. Oh, the 3DS.
Yes.
Oh, Ni no Kuni. I love that game, the first one, but not the second one as much. Okay, The Wolf Among Us. That was really good. The first.
I never played it. You told me to.
You never played The Wolf Among Us?
Yeah.
Oh, did you play Batman?
I think I have the whole series on PS4 when I was.
It's good. Did you play Batman?
I did play Batman. I love
Batman. Was dope. Okay, Hotline Miami. It's pretty good. Devil May Cry.
I liked Dust. I didn't love Dust, but Dust was good.
Which one? Oh, Dust. Yeah. Okay, these are kind of not too great games here. What's happening?
Mass Effect 3 DLC. I guess that's it. Oh, I liked Resident. That was a good one.
That was like one of the first PS4 games. Wow, yeah, this wasn't a great. Yeah. Well, it was a great year, but it wasn't like a
I got 5.
Yeah, so you want me to go first, or you want to go first?
Up to you, sir.
Me. All right, so I'm going to take Super Mario 3D World because I liked it a lot, but it was more just to laugh at my wife. Ni no Kuni, super fun, but I never finished it. Oh, fuck. And Assassin's Creed Black Flag I liked, but I don't like pirates, so fuck that. So it comes down to Tomb Raider, Fire Emblem, and Last of Us.
Are you literally having a debate with yourself here right now?
Yeah, this one's really hard because I really love Fire Emblem. I gave all 3 of these games a 10 out of 10. So this is a little hard for me. I think I'm gonna go.
I will blaspheme you if you make the wrong choice. I'm kidding.
It's so hard because I really don't know which one I like more. Last of Us obviously has the best story of the 3. It's not an argument there, but I think gameplay wise, I think I like Tomb Raider more. I really do. I think one, it has puzzles, so I like puzzles when they're challenging, and 2, I think it's the faster and more replayable game.
It was definitely more mobile than Last of Us.
I think I played Tomb Raider like 4 times. The first one, I played it so many times and beat it so many times.
Yeah,
so I think I'm going to go Tomb Raider, and I know it's a little crazy. And the only reason is because I played it back to back twice in a row, and then I played it again right before the new one, and I played it again a couple of years ago, and I loved it every single time. Tomb Raider also had excellent voice acting as well. While the story wasn't as good as Last of Us, I thought the emotion from Laura and everything was amazing, and I was scared shit for her on that island. Like I wanted to protect her. It was so good. And the graphics were stunning. So yeah, I think I'm gonna go with Tomb Raider. With Last of Us just slightly behind. Last of Us though, fuck, the multiplayer was so good though. Last of Us. Oh man. All right, I'm gonna go with Last of Us, and the reason why is because the multiplayer had me playing. I don't know how many hours we put into that game, 50, 60 at least, on top of the single player that I played twice. So yeah, I'll go with Last of Us. I mean, this is a really hard one because I really do love Tomb Raider, but Last of Us is probably my game of the year for 2013.
I'm really glad that you made the right choice because penis was about to fucking condemn you.
Like, I'm gonna fucking put a spell on you if you fucking.
Roberto Lina Ignacio Fernando Martinez penis will not condemn you now. GTA 5, yeah,
is your best one.
Yeah, GTA 5 is my favorite.
I knew it. You son of a bitch.
So I really had a great time. I had a lot of fun with GTA 5, particularly online. I think GTA Online is one of the most ambitious multiplayer games that has ever come out. I think it's done a lot of really interesting things. And it's just a lot of fun to play. And I put so much hours into it this year, man. I'd have to look. I think I've put like 70 hours or maybe 60 hours or so into it just this year alone in the span of like 3 or 4 months.
Yeah, you spent a lot on online.
Yeah, when I was on PS4, man, like I played so much of it. I really, really played a lot of GTA Online. I really enjoyed it. So yeah, GTA 5. It might be my favorite GTA. I can't say for sure. Maybe.
It's probably my second favorite. I do enjoy 5 a lot.
It's hard to say because I really enjoyed San Andreas, and I still think 3 and Vice City did some cool things, but it's hard. Yeah, it would be a toss up between San Andreas and 5.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, yeah, I really enjoyed Infinite. I thought Infinite was fantastic. I think it's easily my favorite Bioshock. I think it had the best combat. I think it had the best story. I think it had the best design. It had the most color. It wasn't as dark, as.
Oh, you're in the sky.
Yeah. I thought Colombia was a really cool place to explore.
Yeah.
It was very well written. And just the stuff it did with technology at that time, with just the riffs and everything, I thought was really interesting.
That was pretty cool.
Yeah, and I thought Elizabeth was a very good character. She never got in your way. She always helped you out.
And she's great in SFMs.
Yeah. Watch some Futanari stuff. Yeah, Infinite, fantastic.
Okay, so your number 1 though is Fez.
Yeah, it's definitely Fez. Black Flag, probably my favorite Assassin's Creed. I need to go back and replay. I've actually started replaying it recently. Yeah, I loved Black Flag because I do love pirates, so fuck you both. Tomb Raider, I loved. I thought Tomb Raider was absolutely fantastic in every sense. But my game of the year has to be 2K14. No, I'm kidding. My game of the year for 2013 is arguably my favorite game of all time.
Really?
I'm pretty sure with almost every fiber of my being that The Last of Us is probably the best game I've ever played. And the reason for that is I was going through a lot personally at that time, as you know. And for what Last of Us did for me at that time, I can't explain it. I really can't. It's hard to put into words, but Last of Us to me is probably the best game I've ever played and probably the most perfect game in the sense of what it did for me. It definitely had technical issues, for sure. But I go down the list and I can't really think of one thing that was bad. I thought the combat was outstanding. How brutal it was and just and realistic in a way. It felt the post-apocalyptic nature with it, and the combat was so much fun and it was brutal, and the music moments that you would get in the combat when you would be seen and shit. It was just fantastic, and it played so well. It controlled so well. Graphically, it was an absolute fucking marvel. It really was, and it looked even better when it came out on PS4. But the best thing about it to me has to be the story. I mean, that story to me is probably still one of the best written stories that I've ever seen in any form of media.
Well, when you said best game, I agreed in the sense of the story. I think it is top 5 gaming stories of all time. I don't know if I go as high as like best stories in all media, but definitely gaming.
I think for me, it's definitely all media.
Yeah, It's high up there, but gaming is.
The relationship between Joel and Ellie is still one of, if not it might be my favorite relationship between two characters in any form of media. To my knowledge, that I would say it's definitely up there with me between Jesse Pinkman and Walter White.
Yeah, that's a dysfunctional. Well, so is this.
Yeah.
One.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, just of course, like with the ending, with like basically Joel setting up, Last of Us 2, you know, killing her doctor and killing Marlene and all that stuff. But
I think Last of Us has the best ending in gaming. I would say it's the best ending. Most jaw-dropping ending for me.
I could go on for another 20 minutes about Last of Us, but I have so much love, probably the most love out of my 20 years of gaming for the first Last of Us. Yeah. And I can't say enough great things about it. As I'm sure you guys can tell, I'm very much a simp for The Last of Us 1. And I do a Last of Us Part 2, but we'll get to that. But nonetheless, The Last of Us did so much for me. And I probably played it on PS3 before I played on PS4. I probably played it at least 5 or 6 times. Yeah. I probably played it at least 8 or 9 times on PS4. And then, of course, all of the hours we put into it on PS3 as well as some on PS4 into the online.
Yeah.
But yeah, I would say The Last of Us is easily my best game of 2013 and arguably my favorite game of all time.
Well, there we go. We finally agree on something for a while. It's been a while. The game of the year.
What was the last one? We agreed on Mass Effect 2 and Uncharted.
Uncharted 2. That's it. Yeah. So I'm just going to type in Infamous 2 because where the fuck is my bitch game? Like, I love this fucking game.
Infamous 2 come out?
That's 11? What the fuck? All right, let's take off Deus Ex, Dead Space 2. No, just kidding. I love Infamous 2. It's a shame.
I loved Infamous 2 as well. That was a fantastic game.
I'd actually probably put that as high as Deus Ex, maybe even beating Dead Space because the ending still sticks with me. But that's a shame that we didn't get to see that. It probably would have been my game of the year. But anyway, so that's it. We're gonna stop there because we're now an hour and 30 minutes.
3 years, man.
These are 3 amazing years. These are really our gaming. This is actually right before I started falling off a little bit.
This was the height.
Yeah. So before we get to any more, we'll definitely come back to them. Because we still got 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, and 21. And 21 will have its own video, I feel. We got to do its own.
Yeah.
So we got to get to that first, though. So we agreed on, real fast, Last of Us for 2013. And then 2012, I had Far Cry and you had Journey. And then 2011, I had Dead Space 2 and you had Deus Ex.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So 3 pretty major, 5 major games. If you have a different list of those years from 2011 to 2013, put yours below. We'd love to talk about them and discuss them, and then come back for some more. We'll have some new names here, hopefully, instead of Penis Mabelis or whatever.
Ignacio Fernando Martinez Penis.
Oh, God. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. How do I gotta learn how to pause the recording.
Bye, Whitey, wearing same shirt as last video.
Thank you.